Hello gamers, what you are looking at now is a list of exclusives for the PlayStation 5 at around launch period. What you're looking at now is the list of Xbox exclusives.
Real, you keep it real, you keep it real, you keep it real.
You keep it so real, you give it so good, like I knew you would.
What's good YouTube? It's your host Axel Rose, the Shogun with the slogan, and you are now watching MVP Magazine. Now, Microsoft got a ton of things wrong last generation, whether it was the over-reliance on features and television, or the lack of games, or the fact that the early console looked like a VCR built to play Call of Duty. The Xbox One definitely had its fair share of trouble last generation, but one of the things that Microsoft managed to get right was value for money and appreciating consumers with Game Pass. And whilst Microsoft have gone on record and said Game Pass hasn't been a huge moneymaker for them just yet, it is definitely a step in the right direction as far as just trying to innovate and trying something new. And we've also seen other platform holders like Nintendo take heed of it and try their own spin of it. For instance, on your Nintendo Switch, you no longer get access to the virtual console, but if you pay for the subscription, you get access to most of the games you would have probably bought anyway, just for one fair price. And on a side note, that is one of the reasons you've just got to love Nintendo, because only they could get away with charging you $20 a year for some stuff that looks like this. Yeah. But it may seem like a worthy challenger for Game Pass may be on horizon. Recently, PlayStation big boss Jim, I really keep forgetting his name. Jim Ryan, please don't crucify me in the comments. But yes, big boss of PlayStation himself says in a recent interview that they are looking into something, and he referenced PlayStation Now, which is very interesting because PlayStation Now has always been a service with a ton of games, a ton of content spanning all of the PlayStation generations. And as the PlayStation 5 is lacking PlayStation compatibility with 1, 2, and 3, this might seem like a good idea to kind of mix both of Nintendo and Microsoft's offerings together and make one big package. Now, understandably, as Jim Ryan said in the beginning of this generation, he doesn't think that giving away exclusives day and date will be something that's feasible for Sony as a business. And I do agree. To make a game with the huge budget of things like God of War, Heavenly Sword, all that great stuff, it just costs a ton of money. And you got to recoup that somehow, and a monthly subscription might not be the way to do it. In theory it works, but in execution not so much. And two things point to that very clearly. First of all, the fact that Sony have doubled down on their exclusives and made them more expensive shows that they're definitely looking to account for taking a hit when making these games. Whether it's, hey, we're going to try and sell as much as possible at this high amount so we can recoup, or we're going to just sell a little bit, but because they're sold at this price, it doesn't matter. Basically, they're really concerned about recouping so they can put more money into making these exclusives, which makes sense because we get better quality. The second big reason, well, I love Microsoft, I really do. But since Game Pass has started, we definitely have seen a huge decrease in quality. We went from games like Sunset Overdrive and Quantum Break to Super Lucky's Tale, Crackdown 3, and State of Decay, which is broken as all free finish. So, and the less said about Battletoads, the Nicktoons Ninja Turtles, it's just all the better. It's just all the better. And with the more studios that Microsoft buy, the more studios they have to subsidize in producing content. So it can be a double-edged sword. But either way, I am loving the prospect of having, you know, a retro meets new school version of Game Pass on the PlayStation. Imagine having all 5 generations of PlayStation greatness in one place. Now, I'm a huge otaku, so if you could also get some Japanese games and American games as well as the European games up in there, whew, that would be a spicy mix. I miss games like Brave Fencer, Air Guys, God Bless the Ring. Oh, there was a time when Squaresoft was making fighting games. Come on, people. Are you going to tell me you're going to miss out on that? God hand. So come on, people. If Sony managed to have a mixture of both old and new games, it will be a curriculum of fun. Hashtag fun curriculum, people. So yes, people, let me know what you think this could be. Could this be a new generation of streaming goodness? Could this be something you're interested? What do you think they could use to counter Game Pass? Because the pressure is on. And as long as Sony keep providing dope games, I reckon they'll be able to ignore it if they want. But if they are going to launch a service, what do you really think they could do? Anyway, I'm on my way to the high road. I don't know what y'all call it in America, but I'm on my way to the store, basically, to pick up a copy of Demon Souls and Miles Morales. Oh, yes, people. And I shall be streaming for you later. Yes, the streaming shall commence. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And make sure you are ready for that. I shall also have an unboxing video. One of those silly unboxing videos like you can't unbox something yourself. But I shall have mine so I can enforce my ego upon you. Yes, people. So stick around for some streaming, some more gaming greatness. Shout outs to everybody who commented on the last video. Make sure you give a like, thumbs up, all that great stuff. And yes, GG's, sayonara.
Real, you keep it real. You keep it real, you keep it real.
You keep it so real, you give it so good. Like